Hello students. Today's session also we are discussing the questions of exercise 1.1 only. We are starting with the 7th question today. The question is, in a magic square, each row, column and diagonal have the same sum. Check which of the following is a magic square. Two squares are given in textbook. I have taken the first one only. Second one you have to do yours. See what is a row? The horizontal lines. Means here 5, -1 and -4 is called a row. Horizontal lines are called the rows and vertical lines. See here 5, -5 and 0. This line, this is the column and this horizontal lines are the rows. Now, what is called the diagonal? Last year you have learned about the diagonals. The line segment joining the opposite angles are called diagonals. Here, from this top corner to opposite bottom corner. See here, this is a diagonal. Line segment joining these two angle is called a diagonal. Here also, from this -4, -2 and 0. They also, the line segment joining that integers also form a diagonal. So if we add the each column, each row and each diagonal, the sum is same, then it can be called a magic square. First we will consider the first row. Which are the integers in the first row? 5, -1 and -4. 5 plus -1. One is positive and one is negative. So we will take the difference of the absolute value. Absolute value of 5 is 5 and -1 is 1. And difference of 5 and 1 is 4. To this 4, we will add the third integer, that is -4. And if we add any number or any integer with this additive inverse, then we will get a 0. 4 additive inverse is -4. 4 plus -4 is equal to 0. Now, sum of the numbers in second row. Second row, which are the numbers? -5, -2, -7. First, we will take -5 and -2. Both are negative integers. So we can add their absolute value. 5 plus 2, 7. And we will give the minus sign. So -7. -7 plus third integer, 7. Here also -7 plus 7. One is positive and one is negative. They are integer and its additive inverse. So 0 will be the answer. Now sum of the numbers in the third row. Third row 0, 3 and -3. 0 plus 3 is 3. 3 plus -3, 0. So if we add each of the row, we are getting 0 as our answer. Now we will consider the column. First column, 5, -5 and 0. 5 plus -5 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. Okay, second column, -1, -2, 3. First you will add the first two integers. -1 plus -2. Both are negative. Adding and giving negative sign. So answer will be -3. -3 plus third integer is 3. -3 plus 3 is equal to 0. Now we will move to next column. -4, 7 and -3. Here I have taken order wise only. First I have taken -4 and 7. One is positive and one is negative. So we will take the difference. Difference in the absolute value is 3. And we will give the sign of the greater integer. Greater integer is positive. So answer is +3 plus 3. Plus -3. That is the third integer we will add. That also will give the answer 0. So if we add numbers in each column also, we are getting the answer 0. Now we will consider the diagonals. First I have taken 5, -2 and -3. 5 plus -2 is 3. 3 plus -3 is 0. Now second diagonal, -4, -2, 0. Here, -4 plus -2. Both are negative integers. So we will add the absolute value. 4 plus 2 is 6. And we will give negative sign. 6 -6 plus 0 is equal to -6. See, the sum of the integers in the second diagonal is not 0. In all other cases, first row, second row, third row, first column, second column, third column, and first diagonal also we got 0 as the answer. But in second diagonal, as the 0 is not the answer, answer is not 0. The answer is minus 6. So we cannot consider it as a magic square. If we have the same answer everywhere, in each row, each column and each diagonal, then only it can be considered as a magic square. So the first square given in the question is not a magic square. Same way, you do the second square. Second square, you look at the question in the textbook. The numbers are 1, -10 and 0. First row. So 1 plus -10 is equal to -9. And if we add there each row, each column and diagonal, you are going to get a -9 as the answer. So it will be a magic square. But that question you have to do yourself. Now we will move to the next question. Question number 8. Verify a minus minus b is equal to a plus b for the following values of a and b. Value of a is given 21, b is 18. We have to verify that a minus minus b will be equal to a plus b. That will be easily we can verify it because you have learned about subtraction. Subtraction is the addition with the additive inverse, right? So given what is given, we have to verify it, so we have to do with the proper steps. First we will write what is given in the question. Value of a is given, a is 21 and b is 18. That we will write as what is given in the question, or we can also write data. A is equal to 21 and b is equal to 18. This is what is given in the question. Now what we have to prove? To verify a minus minus b is equal to a plus b. Therefore, verification, we will divide the statement into two parts. What is given in the left side of the is equal to mark. See, is a minus minus b, that I am taken as LHS. LHS means left hand side. Left hand side of the equation. What is that? A minus minus b. Okay. Now we will substitute the value. What is value of a? 21 minus minus b. B is 18. And we will give minus sign there. So it will become minus 18. Now, what we will do instead of subtraction? We will add the additive inverse. Minus 18, additive inverse is 18. Here see children, 8 is not typed, but you have to write there 8. I have written 1 only there by mistake. So you have to write there 8 also. So it will become 21. Subtraction will change into plus. And additive inverse of minus 18 is 18. It will be 21 plus 18, not 1, 18. 21 plus 18 is 39, right? Now, we will consider RHS. RHS means right hand side of the equation, that is A plus B. A plus B. A is 21 and B is 18. And if we add 21 and 18, we will get a 39. That means the sum of LHS is equal to the sum of RHS. That you will write LHS is equal to RHS. Therefore, this symbol you know it is therefore, 3 dots shows therefore a minus minus b is equal to a plus b is verified, means you proved that. Okay, here also 3-4 questions are given in textbook. I'm showing you 2 questions. Remaining questions you have to do yours. Second question, a is equal to 118 and b is equal to 125. First step what we have to write? Given. What is given? Value of a and b. Now second step we have to write to verify. What we have to verify? To verify a minus minus b is equal to a plus b. This is the question. Now verification steps we will write. What is we will write in LHS? LHS is a minus minus b. Value of a is 118 minus minus b. That is along with the value of b we will give minus sign also. Minus 125 is equal to 118 plus 125. Subtraction again changing into addition with the additive inverse. So minus 125, instead of that we will add a plus 125. And the answer will be 243. That means LHS we have done. We got the sum 243. Now we will do RHS. RHS, what is RHS? A plus B. What is value of A? 118 B is 125. If we add, we will get the same answer as 243. That means LHS is equal to RHS and A minus minus B is equal to A plus B is verified. Very simply, can easily do it. Very simple question only. And the remaining 1 or 2 questions are there in textbook that you have to do yourself. Now we will move to the next question. That is 9th question. Use the sign of smaller, greater or is equal to in the box to make the statement true. First question, -8 plus -4. And the blank space is given in textbook. The box is given. Instead of that, I have taken the blank space here. In that blank space, you have to put this sign. Either it is greater, smaller, or is equal to. Second part given, -8 to -4. Okay, here, first you will solve LHS. LHS means before the blank, what is given? -8 plus -4. We will add the first integers given here. First two integers given. -8 plus -4. Both are negative integers. So add their absolute value and give the negative sign. 8 plus 4 is 12 and negative 12. So -12 we got. Now same way we will solve the RHS. What is given the right hand side of the blank space is -8 minus -4. Just now you have done. Instead of subtraction, what you will do? We will add the additive inverse. So first integer will remain same. -8 plus additive inverse of -4 is 4. And it will become -8 plus 4. Now look at the integers. One is negative and other one is positive. If they are of different sign, we will take the difference in the absolute value. 8 and 4, difference is 4. And we will give the sign of the greater integer. So answer will be -4. Now LHS we got the answer -12 and RHS we got the answer -4. Which is greater? Just you consider the number line. On the number line, the number on the right side is greater than the number on the left side. If you place -12 and -4 on the number line, you can easily do it. -4 will be coming in the right side of -8. That means -4 is greater than -12, right? -12 is smaller. So -12 is smaller than -4. Therefore, for first part, -8 plus -4 is smaller than -8 minus -4. So here, this symbol we have to put, right? Now we will consider the question C. Means B you have to do in homework. 23 minus 41 plus 11 is given in the LHS and RHS given 23 minus 41 minus 11. And you have to solve each part and to see which part is greater. Accordingly, we can put the sign. LHS 23 minus 41 plus 11. Now instead of subtraction, we will do the addition of the additive inverse. 23 plus minus 41. 23 plus minus 41. One is positive and one is negative. So we'll take the difference in the absolute value. 41 minus 23 is 18. And greater integer sign we will place. That means answer will be -18. Now to -18, we will add the third integer 11. -18 plus 11. Here also one negative and one positive. Difference is 7. And place the sign of the greater integer, that is -7. So the sum of numbers in LHS is -7. Same way we will solve RHS also. RHS 23 minus 41 minus 11. 23 minus 41. So we will add the additive inverse of -41. 23 plus -41. Same will be -18. -18. -18. -11. -11, instead of subtracting, there also we will add the additive inverse. This additive inverse of 11, -11. So -18 plus -11. Now see, both the numbers are negative, right? So we can add them and we'll give the negative sign. 18 plus 11 is 29. And we'll place the negative sign is minus 29. So LHS answer is minus 7 and RHS is minus 29. Same like the previous question. Minus 7 or minus 29, which is greater? Minus 7 is greater, right? Minus 7 is greater than minus 29. So first part is greater than the second part. We will place the greater sign here, right? Okay, now I have taken the question D. 39 plus minus 24 minus 15, and the right side it is 36 plus minus 52 minus minus 36. We will consider the LHS. 39 plus minus 24. One is positive and one is negative. The difference is 15. Bigger number sign, bigger number is 39, so the answer is positive. 15 minus 15, there is no need of taking the absolute value or adding it. 15 minus 15 is 0, easily we can write there. Now RHS, 36 plus minus 52 minus minus 36. Here 36 plus minus 52. One is positive and the other one is negative. So we will take the difference in the absolute value. Difference in the absolute value is 16 and place the sign of the greater integer, that is minus 16. Minus 16 minus minus 36. Instead of subtraction, we will add the additive inverse. Minus 36, additive inverse is 36. So instead of subtracting minus minus 36, we will add 36. Now minus 16 plus 36, difference is 20 and sign of the greater integer is positive. So answer will be positive. Now we got two answers. LHS answer is 0 and in RHS the answer is 20, which is greater, 0 or 20. Obviously you can say 20 is greater. So first part is smaller than the second part, means second part is greater. Okay, today I have given enough homework. You have to do them. Yeah, along with the, after watching this video, you should do the homework also. And it will be very clear. The remaining question will be discussing in the next video. Okay.